Are you someone who's always thinking negative? No matter how much you try, this pattern of negative thinking keeps coming back to you. Well, if that's the case, then you are a victim of cognitive distortion. Hi, my name is Ratika Seth. I'm a life enhancement coach. I'm the founder of the Gratitude Concepts Tribe and the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. And in today's episode, I will firstly explain what cognitive distortion means, what are the symptoms, what are the types, and then I will share 5 steps that will help you reframe negative thoughts or cognitive distortions and turn them from limitations into opportunities for growth and self discovery. So, first and foremost, what is cognitive distortion? Cognitive distortion is an irrational or biased way of thinking that negatively affects your emotions and behavior. So, recognizing and challenging these distortions actually helps you improve your mental health and your well being. A cognitive distortions exercise typically involves identifying these distorted thoughts and then reframing them in a more rational and balanced way. So, here are the different types of cognitive distortions. Identify which one is yours. First and foremost, an all or negative way of thinking. So, this is like, an extremist way of thinking. You take everything as black and white, there is nothing which is gray over here. You think in extremes. Number two, overgeneralization. You view every single negative event as a never ending pattern. Number three, you dwell upon single negative details and you ignore all the positives. Number four, you reject all positive experiences you've had so far, insisting that they don't count. What counts is the negative which is happening right now, according to you. Number five, and this is a very common one, is jumping to conclusions. You make negative interpretations without any proof, without any definitive facts. So you either assume or you predict, and all your assumptions and predictions lead to this conclusion that everything is negative. Number six, you magnify everything. You exaggerate the importance of negative events in your life. You exaggerate and magnify everything negative that is happening. You downplay the positive things, and you magnify the negative ones. Number seven, you assume that all negative emotions reflect the way things really are. You believe in it. Number eight, you use, statements like should, must, ought. These statements which will lead to feelings of guilt and frustration. I should have done this. I only must have done something. I ought to have done this. Now see what's happened. So these, when you start speaking like this, you are actually bringing in feelings of guilt and frustration for yourself. Number nine, you attach negative labels to yourself and to others. And number 10, you blame yourself for even things you have no, connection with. You're not responsible for things, but you blame yourself for everything. So these are the 10 forms of cognitive distortions. The first step to get over cognitive distortions is to identify which of these are yours. So identify your trait, identify your cognitive distortion, then move on to step 2, which is recording this distorted thought. So write down, whatever negative thoughts you have, write them down. So, if your friend you were really wanting should call you up, has not called you up, has not returned your call, even after you've tried calling her, you suddenly have this thought in your head saying that, oh my god, she didn't even bother to call me back, she must be really hating me. Or if you failed an exam, you're like, I failed the test, I'm a total failure. Write whatever thought is coming, just write it down. Step number 3, now challenge this thought. Okay? So, how do you challenge a thought? You ask yourself for proofs. You ask yourself for evidence. What is the evidence that supports this thought? What proof do you have? So, if you think your friend hates you and that's why she's not called you back, what proof do you have that she hates you? Or you have, you have to think if you have an alternative way of looking at the situation. 3, think what is the most likely outcome rather than the worst case scenario. So instead of thinking that you failed and you're a failure, you think what is the next best thing. Maybe you can give it another shot, maybe you can try again. And also think things from a third person perspective. Now start thinking, if your friend had to share this thought with you, what would you tell your friend, or how would you react, or what would your suggestion to your friend be? Number 4, reframe the thought. So replace these distorted thoughts with a more balanced and more rational thought. For example, your distorted thought was, I failed the test, I'm a total failure. Your reframed thought will be, okay, I didn't do well, but maybe I study harder and I will, next time I'm surely going to pass, or next time I'm surely going to do better, because one test cannot define me and define my abilities. I know I can do it, and next time I will do it. Step number 5, repeat this exercise regularly and keep training your mind like this, because understand, you've always been thinking negative in your life and you've been suffering from this cognitive distortion. So it will take you time to overcome this. And how can you overcome anything? You'll have to practice this. You'll have to practice overcoming this. So keep doing these exercises regularly on an everyday basis for any negative thought that may come into your head. By practicing this regularly, this cognitive distortions, you will actually develop healthier thinking patterns for yourself, and you will positively impact yourself. You will positively impact your emotional well-being and your overall mental health. So that's all for now. If you resonate with this, like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep thinking positive, keep practicing your cognitive distortions exercise. Much gratitude and power to all of you out there. This is Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off till my next podcast. Listen to me, tune in to me again. See you soon. Bye bye.